Hey everybody, it's Sam here from the Mensa channel, and today we're going to be going through my full AFL season predictions. I did my medal predictions in my last video, but now we're going to get on to full ladder predictions. My early predictions were pretty unpopular with some people, but yeah, let's just get straight into it. Alright, so we're in the tier making now, and we'll start off with the Adelaide Crows, so in alphabetical order. So yeah, we're going to start off with the Adelaide Crows. And the Adelaide Crows, I'm going to put 9 to 14th. I just don't think they're going to go that far in 2023. But I feel like they'll be a bit better than I think most people will think they are. But, you know, they could be top 8 potential, to be quite honest. But for the moment, 9 to 14 for me. Brisbane Lions. Now, in my early ladder predictions, I think I put the Brisbane Lions as minor premiers. And I still kind of agree with that. But I don't think minor premiers really is the right place for them right now. I'll put them in top 4 because they're definitely top 4 potential completely. I mean, they've got a great list of some great players, and as of filming this, they absolutely smashed Sydney, which could also smash Sydney, but it was a practice match, so you never really know. But anyway, we'll get on to the Carlton Blues. Now, the Navy Blues, I put them quite low in my early predictions, and I still kind of agree with that. I'm going to put them ahead of Adelaide Crows, but 9 to 14th. I just don't think they have the right list. They have the right team. But to be quite honest, I just hate Carlton. I think it'd be honestly be funny if they just finished 9th again. So that's where I'm putting them. Next up, we have the Collingwood Magpies. Now, the Collingwood Magpies are pretty hit and miss. I'm not going to put them in the top 4. I'm going to put them in the top 8, though. They got a great list, but I think the Jack Ginnivan thing's really going to hurt them. So, you know, I don't know really what's going to happen there, but you know, it should be pretty good. And next up, we're going to go with the Essendon Bombers. I'm going to go 14th to 18th. I reckon they're going to finish 15th, 16th. But yeah, we'll put them just there for now. Fremantle. Fremantle's top 4 potential, and Ryder Henchy were talking about it on the Rovers podcast, episode 1, which is coming out very, very soon. Freo's top 4, I'll put them behind Brisbane. But Freo is definitely top 4. Next up, we have the Geelong Cats. Geelong Cats. I'll put them behind Brisbane. I feel like that's the best spot for them. You know, they've got a really strong team, a really strong list, and that practice match against Hawthorn definitely shows that. You know, I don't think they're going to win it again, but you never know with Geelong. They really could at this point. I think I underestimate them a little bit. Next up, we have the Gold Coast Suns. Gold Coast Suns, I'm going to put them to finish behind Carlton. I still don't think they have it to make top 8. I mean, they've never made finals in their 12 years now. And, yeah, you've got to really thinking it's about time. But they could really make finals, but I don't think they will this year. Maybe next year. Next up, we have the GWS Giants, and this is officially my last place team. So we'll chuck the Giants down in 18th spot because they're trash. They're trash. They're literally trash. They're so bad, the Giants. Oh, no. Am I going to be really biased here? Or am I going to be realistic? Next up, we have my team, the Mighty Flying Hawkers. I think that's a good spot. I think I found a decent spot for them. I don't think they're going to finish dead last, but I mean, by the looks of it, we're not going to be too great this year. I know I had them in tops 8, but I think I just got to be realistic here, really, don't I? Next up, we have the Melbourne Demons, which is my number 1 team of this year. The D's, they kind of have to win a premiership in Melbourne, you'd think. I don't think really 2021 counts, but Melbourne fans will think differently. They had a great year last year, but unfortunately just really shat themselves in the finals. They got a really good chance of coming through this year and having a great year, so I wouldn't be surprised if Melbourne has a great year and finishes first. Next up, we have the North Melbourne Kangaroos, which, honestly, I'm going to put them ahead of Hawthorn here. You know, the Kangas, they do have a lot of potential, and they really could show that this year. They're not going to really bump up too far, but 15th spot's better than 18th, eh? Next up, we have the Port Adelaide Football Club. I know Lockie, put them in the top 4, which is pretty interesting. Which they honestly could be, because they did have the best trade period of really the whole trade period. I'll put them in top 8. I'll put them behind Collingwood. Next up, we have Richmond. I don't see the Tigers really doing too much. I see them really falling back quite a bit. I know a lot of people are predicting them to go up. I just don't see that happening. I predict them going down. Next up, we have the St Kilda Saints, and I don't see Saints really doing much either. I'll put them ahead of Richmond. But yeah, I don't really see the Saints doing anything at all, to be quite honest. They're a pretty mid side. I don't really see them doing much. Next up, we have the Sydney Swans. Swans, I'm putting them in the top 8. I feel like they're going to have a good year. I mean, a lot of people were saying, they're not going to bounce back from the final really well. I think they're one of the better teams in the finals. I'm going to put them really ahead of Collingwood. I feel like it's got a better side, some really great young players. So, yeah. Next up, we have the West Coast Eagles. And really with West Coast, I don't know. I think I've got to move Essendon up. I'll move Essendon up 1 and West Coast will go down there. West Coast is shit. They're so bad. And I would say the Giants are worse. Hawthorn are going to easily win against West Coast, and that's my prediction. I don't know. Finally, we have the Western Bulldogs, and I reckon they're just going to slide into the top 8. I don't think they're going to do too much in finals, but I honestly think they could do quite well in the top 8. And you know what? I'm just going back and editing this now. I'm just going back just to have a quick look at what I've done. I don't know. You know what? We'll swap these two around. And then I'll probably put Bulldogs there. Alright, there we go. I fixed it a bit. That is my final AFL ladder predictions. I hope you all enjoyed the video. It was a pretty great video to film. Really hoping my predictions can come true. I feel like it's a bit more of a better ladder than the last one I picked. I've got to admit, the last ladder I picked was pretty shit. But there we go. So thanks everyone for watching. I hope you all enjoyed the video, and see you all later.